Pumpkins, pumpkins. We go to the pumpkin patch. Welcome, I'm your teacher, Teacher Brenda. I don't own the rights to that music. And welcome to our story time today. So our story today is Mr. Bello Falls and his Falls. So let's go. Once lived an old man who had a large flock of foals. He loved them so much, and they too loved him. One day, he decided to leave his home and visit a faraway land. Mr. Belford said to his wife, "Take care of the foals. Treat them as loved creatures, and when I return, I will be happy to hear that you fairly treated all the foals." He said goodbye to the foals and his wife, and he left. Now it was the turn of Mrs. Bellows to feed and water the foals. All the things changed. The first day she went inside the pen, she felt an urge of eating foal meat. She picked the fattest of them and killed it using a knife. She cooked its meat and ate it. Never had the foal seen that before. In the brood and the pen, the foals mourned the death of their partner and friend. They wished that Mr. Bello Falls would return from his journey soon. The next day, again, Mrs. Bello Falls went into the breeding pen and picked another fat foal. Using her sharp knife, she chopped off its head and cooked its meat. That evening, she enjoyed the juicy meat of the foal. Again, the foals at the pen cried and mourned over their friend's death. Now, the killing of the foals became habitual with Mrs. Bellowfall. The numbers of the foals dropped greatly, and it appeared they would soon get finished. The remaining ones lived in great fear. "The evil woman will kill us all," they said to one another. One morning when Mrs. Bellowfall opened the pen to feed the foals, one of the mature foals asked, "Why do you always like feeding us inside the pen? Please let us out today so that we can enjoy a little sunshine." Mrs. Bellowfalls had never thought of letting the foals go outside the pen. She thought it would be fun. "It is all very well. Get out, and you must be back by sunset." So for the first time since Mr. Bellowfall left them, the foals puffed and huffed outside the pen, but they did not stop in the compound. They quickly dashed towards the gate. Soon they were outside and onto the road. Mrs. Bellowfall ran calling after them. "Come back, all of you! You fools!" she shouted. They did not look back. They went on straight down the road. Soon they went round a bend, and then they were out of sight. On the road they met a traveler who asked them, "Whose foals are you?" The foals stopped and sang a sad song in response. "We belong to Mr. Bello. His wife is unkind, unkind, for she has killed Almost all of us, we are on our way, searching for Mr. Bello. The traveler felt very sad and told them to go on. They moved on up the hill and down the valleys they went. As they were still walking, they met another traveler who asked, "Whose falls are you, dear friends?" All the falls sang the sad song again. "We belong to Mr. Bello. His wife is unkind, unkind, for she has killed almost all of us. We are on our way, searching for Mr. Bello." The second traveler felt sorry for the third foals. It was really a flock of tired, hungry foals. He wished them a good, successful journey. Now, the foals got so tired and hungry, and they could not move anymore. They sat somewhere beside the road. They needed rest more than anything else. There, as they rested, they spotted a man far coming down a hillside. The man drew closer, and now they could clearly see that it was Mr. Bellows. They joyfully ran to meet him. They were so happy to see their master back. Now, they explained to him all that Mrs. Bellows had done to some of their friends. Mr. Bellows went back with his lovely foals to his home. They arrived home to find that the merciless wife had left. They happily lived together with their master without the fear of being killed by Mrs. Bellows. And that was our story time today. Bye! Do have a lovely week. I don't own the copyright to that song. Bye!